Man, Lavar Ball is nuts. Man, Lavar Ball is nuts. Man, I tell you, Lavar Ball, for those who don't know why I'm laughing, man, I have been cracking up for the past hour over Lavar Ball. I might have to watch. This might be the reality show I watch. They got some on Facebook with the Ball brothers, and they got them discussing what went down when the guy stole the money out of the Big Baller Brand Corporation, who LeVar Ball put in charge. Man, do you do you not know this is one of the funniest things in history to have this conversation? What would you change would you change the name of the company? Why would I change the name? I invented the name. Rob Three Ball Brothers. Big Baller Brand. I came up with that. I had the vision. I ain't changing that it at all. Would you change your name if somebody said something just because you damaged goods? They say, hey, Lonzo damaged goods. You want me to change your name to Alfonso? Hey, if one tree with bad apple fall off the tree, you don't cut down the whole tree. It wasn't a tree that holds a branch. Okay, you remove the branch. You don't cut the whole tree down. But the tree did fall down. How did the tree fall down? We the tree. It's the Three Ball Brothers. I made y'all superstars. How in the world you made your son superstar? See, didn't I tell you this was all about him? Y'all, man, that's a dad who loved his son. He don't know how to be a father to his sons. He don't. See, they need a father right now. And he just because he put food on the table and didn't, that doesn't just mean you're a father. He treats them like product. He treat them like I've been grooming and training you guys to be. That's not fathering. Lonzo's going through relationship problems and all of these things because he's having issues with his father. It's hard for them to become men under the shadow of Lavar. This is why he's gonna butt heads. He can't even talk to them and have a conversation with them like father and son. Everything's about basketball. Right now, Lonzo's out of bounds. I gotta get him back in bounds. Yeah, cause he, man, man, my brown tooth done told me, boy. Woo, woo, woo. See, you in there trying to make passes when all you gotta do is take the shot. Take your shot, huh? You wide open. The lane is open. Take your shot, Lonzo. I'm like, have a conversation with your son. Oh my God. Can he put down the basketball? Basketball has infected his brain. How you make Lonzo a superstar? Lonzo had to go play ball at college. He had to go out there and perform. They had to do these things. He had to go on the Lakers and be able to perform and play ball with these guys and to be looked at as credible. He has to do that. He had to do that. And call the man damaged goods. Call Lonzo damaged goods. Now, everybody's more caught on that. He called his son damaged goods. That's what everybody's got their head wrapped around. Let me tell you how deeper this goes. And what I'm saying is the fact that he said he made his son superstars. I have a problem with that more than anything. That line right there shows me everything I've been telling y'all about LaVar Ball from the beginning. That he's not there because he loves his sons and care for his sons, and it's a father that loves his sons. He loves it what his sons can become because of him. It's all about him. It's self-centered ego. Okay? LaVar Ball uses his sons as an example of how good he is. That's how he's thinking. He's not thinking what's best for man. I love my kids. I gotta do what's best for them. I need my kids to shine. And no. He's not thinking like that. He's thinking what's best for LaVar Ball at all times. Now, y'all are caught up in the damaged goods. Now, LaVar has already stated that the reason he felt Lonzo was damaged goods and was hurt the first time when he got hurt and took so long to recover was because of the Lakers training staff. He felt Lonzo should have trusted the team that they had, the training staff, and how they told him to get back and train and get back in shape, rather than the Los Angeles Lakers training staff. They didn't know Lonzo. They didn't know how he trained and how he got himself back into shape. And they put the baby skates on him and telling him what to do. And LaVar's like, if you listen to me, you've been back rolling. So the mom don't seem like I've seen what this is. This is called bulldozing. That's what LaVar Ball does. He's a bulldozer. Every conversation, any type of discussion, there's no winning the conversation with him, even with the wife. That's why she seems like I'm just going to be laid back because I can't really save them in the situation because all LaVar going to do is bulldoze everybody in the house to let him know he the man. It's his house, his rules, what he say go. And that's that. Now, well, LaVar, I'll give him credit for one thing. He put his sons on the top of a social media platform, period. Before LaVar Ball started running off at the mouth about Lonzo Ball, Lonzo was already in position to go to the NBA. Okay? Before LaVar was running his mouth on sports shows, he was on his way to the NBA. He was being groomed the right way, lived in the right areas, knew the right people, had a following. He was going to go to college, go to the league, and do what he did. That was already in place. What wasn't in place, with LaVar knowing all this, was already going to happen, and him running off at the mouth put it on the map of all this pressure about Lonzo being this great and this good, and he just escalated it and made it more of a problem. Lonzo Ball, if he didn't have the pressure that LaVar put on him, and that's all the extra spotlights, we would have saw Lonzo gradually start to grow, and he wouldn't have been criticized as much for his lack of growth. Normally, Lonzo is in a progression where he's getting better each year. But durability was something people had a concern about. And people concerned about his mental toughness. So when you look at, let's look at everything combined. You're talking about Lonzo Ball would have been a player that would have been progressing year by year by year. That makes sense. But when you look at what LeVar Ball has done to him going on these sports shows, and I'm talking to ESPN, I'm talking to Fox Sports 1, I'm talking to all of you who have put this man on your show because he was driving in ratings, because he's normally going to do a rant or he's normally going to go off and say something crazy and it's going to be trending all on social media. Y'all put him on y'all platforms and made him what he is. He was on WWE Raw. For what? Because he was generating ratings. People wanted to hear what LeVar Ball got to say. LeVar be telling the truth. No, you don't. That man just be talking. And let's look at what he done for LaMelo. Jello and Mello. Because of him, his other son thought it was okay for him to just go out and start stealing stuff in China. LeVar Ball used his connections to help bring his son home. Then he blows the college scholarship deal, turns his back on the university, takes his kid overseas to play, and then he's not even looked at. Not even looked at when the NBA draft turns around because of LeVar's actions, his interference. Had he just accepted the punishment that the NCAA was giving him, everything would have been fine, but they tried to go through a loophole. Went through the loophole, and it's more like a wormhole. Didn't work. He wasn't picked up purposely in the draft. They let him try out like they were going to pick him up and said, no team is he good to play for. Now, here's the deal. The plan was for the Los Angeles Lakers to have all three Ball brothers on the team with LeBron. The Lakers wanted to do that because they're stupid. They're thinking commercial success. This is going to bring in a lot of money and awareness. And then they would have time to develop as they would be on the bench. But with LeBron getting there and realizing this is not going to work with me because I got to win right now and I don't got time for 2, 3 players that may be able to play. And I ain't got time for these kids to figure it out. I got to go now. So with that happening, you're faced with the ordeal of a huge dilemma. And that dilemma being the fact that you have to deal directly, okay, directly with LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball took his youngest son, who felt like high school was too crazy for him, snatches him out of high school because he wasn't going to graduate the way he was talking to the teachers. And they make bad behavior acceptable. There's always going to be a way out. And if you're teaching that to your kids now, they're going to be bigger problems down the road. And that's exactly what was starting to happen. That was exactly what was starting to happen. Right? They snatch him out of high school, take him over to Lithuania to play with these other guys. What has that done? What has that done for him? Put him on a grand scope where people can't stand him. He was looked at as an immature punk. So he might be NBA ready once he gets older, but now people have already formed an opinion on him when before a lot of people wouldn't have known this thing unless a super scout went out and got these reports. But because you don't let them face the music, you always change a narrative for them to try to protect them in a way that's not protecting them. You're forced your sons to feel like I could do whatever I want. I don't care. My dad or somebody get me out of it. You have not prepared them for the real world. You prepared them to be professional athletes forever. Now what happens when that don't work out? Then what they gonna do? Them boys gonna be in your house forever. And that's what I think about the LeVar Ball situation. So if you guys made it the whole 17 plus minutes, thank you. Don't forget, click the link in the description box, hit the Streamlab up, donate to the page, or you can hit me up on the Cash App. Your boy Carcino, one more again, saying goodbye to the next video.